So now what we're going to do is, this is essentially my progression. Okay, it could be a completely different exercise on its own. That's why it's in a separate folder. So I could use it as a starter activity and avoid the first section. It would just depend on your the group you're working with. So I'll close that now. Again, we go through all of the information around the resources, duration, the purpose of the activity. Now, the purpose slightly changes with this one, again, because this is a focus on vision now. So they're going to have a preset piece of information. I'm going to add the stick in, but I'm going to use the stick with essentially cones, and this one will be larger for you. So essentially, if you can see my cursor, the odd color 2 strips essentially represents a stick. Now, it's pre-prescribed information. You can do one block like this, and then you can flip the cones over if you want, or make 2 the same side. You can choose, but this is preset information that the players have to use. And what we've said in this section is they have to go to where the space is. Okay, so essentially where the defender doesn't put their stick, they must go the opposite way. I'll show you one more time. I've also color coded as well to help the differentiation between the body and the stick of the athlete, just to help with their visual information that they receive. Again, organization is very similar. You can set up as many rotations as you like. If you have mini goals, you can use mini goals. For younger kids, larger goals for adults. To avoid cues, you can have multiple sections. You can, again, also change the distance. So I did mine just under half a pitch to allow plenty of space in between the sets of cones for them to practice. But again, you can make them over bigger distances with more cones and more stations to eliminate round, or less, which is listed here in the variations. The other variation to make it harder is to change the angle of the stick. So you can see all the sticks were just out left or right of the body. You can have it slightly ahead on an angle, slightly behind. You can even move the body shape of the cones on a more of an angle. So they've got to ball carry and approach the defender in a slightly different way. That will make it harder for the players that are finding it perhaps slightly easier, or are already competent at the technical shaping. So what I'll do is, if I go back up to the video, you will also see it live again. There we go. So I'm just explaining that we're adding the stick in now, and that it's just very obvious information. I'm not saying this is how everyone defends. Again, my focus around ball carry is making sure my players can make good decisions. So I'm trying to give them really clear information. And as you can see from the video, as soon as I eliminate, I'm going straight back, ideally to my forehand carry, but to my appropriate side. So this video is now on the right-hand side. So you should see the ball position slightly change if they are doing it correctly. Again, they are still in an exploratory level. This is the first session they have done this type of detail. And again, finishing with a shot, but you can also add a defender in. You can even condition the shooting of cones. Again, if you want to add a little bit of pressure, you could say sideboard only, and then if they miss, there's a sprint out section where they have to sprint out to a cone on the outside of the exercise to replicate perhaps them jumping back for a pressing situation like they would in a game. So if they shot, they've missed the target, they come back and they press in the game. So that's quite common, and it would be on the sideline here, on the exit out to the side here.